Good evening. We are picking up where we left off last time. Congratulations, Jigstraw, on being first. Something you might notice is that I did in fact go and get a CRT filter. So now it looks a little bit more like the artist originally intended. I also went and I got a fire flower and a cape and a Yoshi. It then took like 7 tries to eat a fish, so we're off to a great start. I'll dive through our game? Awesome. I am so sorry. I am mangling this. So anyway, about all those upgrades that I got. But yes, it's been a while. I hope things have been good for you. Yeah, I've got a CRT filter going on. Is the CRT filter playing nice with Twitch? Like, does it look good on stream? Because, like, on my end it looks great, but if it doesn't look good on your end, I can turn it off quite easily. Seems like CRT? Excellent. That was the aim. Definitely the trickiest part of this world for me is the current. I don't know how apparent it is, but like, the water, when I'm in it, it's pushing me to the left quite aggressively. Good enough, we take those. It's actually kind of funny, last week, more than one person also said that Tubular was the level that walled them. Outrageous. And then she died. This is probably the hardest level. I mean, I think that's subjective. I think for me the hardest level would probably be a blue house, simply because it calls upon me to use navigational skills. Which I am not quite known for. If only there was an easier way to get up there. There we go. This is fine. You know, all things considered, it's fairly generous of them to give me a mushroom right at the start of this one. Usually play over this area with Yoshi. That would be nice. It would definitely be easier if I went and I got like a blue Yoshi. It would also be easier if I didn't jump into a fire. You know, all things considered, Mario's probably kind of terrifying to behold if you're in-universe. Like, not without harm, but man can take a bullet to the face and just keep going. Like, that's like Terminator level. That's like, oh, I don't want to be on the business end of this guy. You did a 96 exit run, you did it deathless. Well done. I'm pretty sure that the deathless run is probably out of reach for me on this file. You know, maybe if I try really hard. Run so fast, time starts moving backwards, Superman movie style. I like jump 64 parallel universes ahead to where I haven't died yet. You know, I just noticed my coin count is the funny number. Well, one of them. I definitely see why somebody might call this level, particularly difficult. Though the thought crossing my mind is, if I had the cape... If I just, like, kept spinning the whole time, I wonder if I could, deflect all the bullets. I see the problem. I think I'm actually gonna go get all those upgrades that I had and immediately threw away at the start of stream. This is fine. I still think that they should have named this the Armory. It's perhaps not the most child-friendly name they could have chosen, but like, it would have been very funny. Actually, you know what? I probably want 2 feathers for this. Alright, Yoshi, defend me. I'm not even sure what button I hit to do that. It clearly wasn't the right one. Oh dear. Yeah, okay, this is fine. I'm like a really... I'm like a I was gonna say, I'm like a really lame version of Neo. I'm like dodging the world's slowest and easiest to dodge bullets by like the skin of my teeth. This is fine. I just have to get good. I need to lock in. Just don't get hit by bullets. That's all it takes. Just win. Worst case scenario, I'll just, die. But if I die, it won't be my problem anymore. Which is just another form of victory if you think about it. Lucky wind isn't in this game. Oh, lucky that wind as like a environmental hazard isn't in this game. Yep. Fear not, I have no plans to give up. I might get shot until I have to leave, but that's not quite the same thing. The good news is, once I make it through all of these special world stages, there shouldn't really be anything in, like, the normal game that would meaningfully pose a risk to me. The fact that the fires can, like, be behind the trees feels so scummy to me. Oh dear, whoa! I nearly caused myself to lose for really no good reason. I like how there are just fish in random blocks. I saw it coming, but I couldn't do anything about it. But that was progress. That's farther than I've made it in a while. If I jump, this thing's gonna shit me in the face immediately, isn't it? No, good actually. That was rude. Oh. Shoot. Yep, I got punctured quite a few times in Tubular. Yeah. Regrettably, or perhaps not regrettably, I'm not sure. I've never really played a bunch of Super Mario World hacks or anything like that, so I don't know what like all the like trigger zones and whatnot there are for cannons. I'm just kind of approaching life with the mentality of I could get shot at any moment, which is weird because I'm not American. like how the Wiggler, when it died in that particular attempt, it kind of like had that like Metal Gear Solid codec blue look to it. Because it stopped flashing when I died. I'm going to try getting Yoshi in upgrades again. I wonder what the fastest world of ARM lives in is. Not that I necessarily think that I have to do that. But like, I wonder if that's it, or if it's like a different one. Actually, this game has the Koopa Shell trick, doesn't it? So you could just set up a Koopa Shell and bounce on it until you had 99 lives. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I have very much noticed that the levels in this world are difficult. But that's what makes them worth doing. I like how Yoshi's tongue just ripped that man's head off. Okay, that went pretty well, all things considered. I like how I failed at a one-block jump. Oh dear, I hope Yoshi comes back. Yeah, Yoshi came back. Oh, bye Yoshi. This is fine, I'm sure that Yoshi is, like, happy in the afterlife knowing that, like, I didn't die also. I did it! Awesome. Just barely good enough is still good enough. Huh, funky. This is fine. Okay, there's a Koopa here, so this would be... Oh, there's blue-shelled Koopas here. This would be a lot easier with a Yoshi. But then again, what things aren't? Probably not many. Oh, hey, Yoshi. I didn't think this through. I didn't need the butt flap for these overalls. This is fine. this is not a long stage. I can use this to get Yoshi down. I'm sorry, Yoshi, it had to be done. Oh, you know what? I was looking at my coin count and I thought that that was my time count. It was like, I've got 20 seconds left. Yeah, there are blue shells here, so if I can get that Yoshi and then get those shells, I can just fly over everything. Oh yes, green fruit. I did notice those. Are they like only here? Oh, Aqua, welcome. You arrived just in time to see me lose to like one of the most basic enemies in the game. Did the green fruit do something cool? This is fine. You'd think that I'd stop boxing myself in like that. However, my goldfish memory is... goldfish memory. I'm like, aha! I can just blitz forward here, and then I die trying to do that. Hi. Mistakes were made. I do only have 5 lives left, but from a certain point of view, that's 5 times as many as I need. And now I can fly. This is fine. Victory for Winged Yoshi. I thought that I had, like, at least 1 more second. Like, I saw him... like, lining up to swallow it, and I was just like, oh, I can go just a little bit further. Perhaps I should consider... taking a minute. And just kind of like slowing down just the tiniest little bit. I did notice that the fruit made it make like a ta-da sound. Is there some kind of special reward for getting all of them? Wait, where was the second blue Koopa? Weird. Oh, there he is. Hey, don't get killed by that guy. Yes, measure the timer. Oh. I don't think I would have noticed that. Thank you for telling me. I genuinely didn't know that there was anything that would manipulate the timer like that. That's cool. Alright. I don't think the blue shell's coming back. Oh, bye, Yoshi. It was nice while it lasted. At least I'm making progress again. You are a super player. Double exclamation mark. I did it. And then I can come out the back end of Star Road and things are a little bit different. Oh, thank you for the headphones. But yeah, now the entire world has a separate color palette and like sprite sheet. Well, most of it. I did it! Now I can resume, like, actually playing through the game. Yeah, a bunch of enemies look different now, and the overworld just also has a much different look. Like, for example, these are Koopa shells, I believe. You know, I went into Special World as soon as I got access to Star World, and I was just like, guess we're doing this now. The Koopas are like, in order to defeat your enemy, you must understand them. Therefore, we have all become Mario. Oh, those are the flowers that, like, pop up and spit fireballs at you sometimes. They're like little pumpkins now. Heck yeah, 27. When I was a kid, 27 was the cable channel for the network that had all the cartoons that I like to watch. Like you would go to channel 27. Like that's where like the anime and the cartoons were. Though at the time I was a child, so I was just like, oh yes, it's all cartoons. Which technically isn't wrong, it just feels wrong. Yeah, be safe. Feels kind of weird taking hits and not immediately dying and having to start the entire level over. It's a welcome change, though. An unexpected respite. You need a flashlight, feels like a cheat code for fishing. Are fishes drawn to infrared light, or is it more that they're not repelled by it? They don't notice you? Awesome. Okay, there was an alternate exit in there. I shall attempt to locate it. Okay, so like, on a preliminary investigation, you might think that that was kind of dumb of me. But my justification was, I didn't think I could hit and die. So like, my thought process was sound. My execution just needed a bit of work, that's all. There's something very satisfying about the noise that those things make when you kill them. Like specifically with the spin jump. That kind of like, this noise. Where might the second exit be? Maybe I meant to go back to the left once I activate that first P-switch? Is that rhetorical? Yeah, I'm just thinking out loud to myself. Speaking my thoughts out loud to myself, as if I was asking questions of a partner who wasn't present, is a habit that I've had ever since I was little. It's just that now that I'm a streamer, it's slightly less insane when I do it. So if I do this... Dragon coin, key... Keyhole, excellent. Ah, excellent. Let's switch palace. I wonder how likely it is to die in a switch palace. Like, wonder how often that actually happens to somebody. Vanilla Ghost House, implying that all the other ones are kinky. I mean, to be fair, if there was such a location, I feel like there would be value in visiting every so often. I'm not sure why I paused just there. The fact that my fireballs can bounce on lava, it is causing questions to pop up in my mind about, like, what the fireballs actually are. I, 'Cause, 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 yeah, like, lava's molten rock, but, like, what can bounce off of molten rock as cleanly as it can bounce off of solid rock, you know? In 20 years, they would reimagine this as the jump rope minigame in Mario Odyssey. Actually, I think it's more than 20 years. This is a 1990 game, and Mario Odyssey was 2017, I think. So closer to 30 than 20. Yeah, the Switch one, it feels like it just came out, but it was like a decade ago. It kind of messes me up every time as well. It's like there are people who weren't even born when Breath of the Wild came out, who are right now, today, posting opinions about posting opinions on the internet about the Amazing Digital Circus's finale. Funky stuff. I think those are bullet bills. They've turned into like these weird crow creatures. And then I failed to jump. Yeah, my reward for clearing the special zone is that now you have no clue what anything is. I like how they aren't even flapping their wings. I thought I was being slick, but the only thing slick was the ground beneath me. You wanna see a bonsai bill? I'm sure that can be arranged. Those are the big ones, right? I'm certain that I will encounter one sooner or later. Because I don't think I could actually change the sprites back if I wanted to without restarting the game. Mario running around carrying his own severed head feels kind of interesting. The vertical ones didn't actually turn into birds. That implies that the vertical ones are actually an entirely separate enemy type rather than just a rotated bullet bill. Lemmy's Castle. It's like a modded playthrough. I mean, it kind of is. It's just that the mod was made by the developers and included in the game. think Bonsai Bill's name was changed, but you don't know to what? Maybe just Big Bullet Bill? That sounds like a Nintendo name. I wonder if Lemmy has to do this run like through the moving hallways and past the skeletons and past all the lava every single time he wants to enter or leave his own castle. Or if he's just got a backdoor like his father does. And he's dead. Like, if you think about it, Mario's just kind of committing familicide. Like, he's going through all of Bowser's kids and then Bowser. Is that actually the first use of Mario using a hammer? Kind of think of it? Mario has triumphed over Lemmy Koopa of Castle Number 3. Mario's quest is starting to get much more difficult. Have you found the red and green switches yet? Okay, but I want to go back and go through this other pipe, because there's like a thing up there. I do appreciate that there are like multiple routes through this game. Including the one where you just like go straight to Bowser's Palace, sneak into the back door and kill him. Like, that feels like the sort of thing that would be added as like cheeky paid DLC in 2026. It's like you pay like $3 and they just like add a back door to the castle that you just like walk through at the start of the game and just like instantly kill the boss. I really expected that to be a canon. Oh well. I return. Oh, thank you for beating the bot. Now I don't have to. Ooh, dolphins. Dolphins are really cute, even if their PR is perhaps a little bit better than they deserve. I did not realize also that otters were less than stellar community members. It's also kind of fun because, I don't want to say the word, but the B word? It's foxes, dogs, and actually otters for some reason that can be called that word. And I've always felt like, huh, one of these things is not like the others. I wonder what's going on there. You know, I saw that coming. And I still just kind of walked right into it. Or swam right into it. Just giving little Mario some head scratches. Wait, hold on. Okay, never mind. I thought I saw some bubbles escape from Womp's mouth when he came down for the first time. Oh, I did! So he's just holding his breath. And he releases his breath in order to come down and try and crush Mario. And then he doesn't do it again, implying that he's not able to draw a breath. These mobs are drowning themselves just for a shot at Mario. I respect the dedication to the bit. Ah, Reznor. Oh dear. This is fine. And they're dead. I like how they're just kind of there. They would have also like turtles that have a shell instead of being made of stone. What if they are what happens to Koopas who fail Bowser? It's like if he gives you a task and you, like, fail it by a certain margin. He's like, okay, I've got a different use for you, and then he, like, casts a spell, and then he, like, puts you into a thwomp. To suffer for all time. It's probably not that, but it could be that. I just noticed that this is called Butter Bridge. No wonder I fell off. Mistakes were made. It's okay though. You know, for being called Bridge, there sure are a lot of, like, non-connecting segments here. This is fine. You know, it occurs to me, there are Koopas that fly with winged shells, and there's also these Koopas that fly with capes. I wonder if that means that these ones are superheroes. Because, like, they're not flying Koopas, because that's just a thing that already exists. Well, we're gonna just do that again. Oh, hey, look, checkpoint. Oh, hey, look, checkpoint. The super difficult stages didn't have checkpoints. Let's try and dwell on those instead of this. Yoshi has died, but that's a sacrifice that I'm willing to make. Anyway, instead of trashing Ludwig's castle immediately, I'm actually gonna sneak around the bottom again. I wonder what the difference is between, like, a large stage and a small stage. Like, see how the icons are different sizes? I wonder if there's a meaningful difference or if it's just aesthetic. Cheese Bridge. We are in the area. Oh, maybe that's what it is, actually. Maybe— oh no. Maybe one has a checkpoint and one doesn't. Everybody always remembers Sheogorath's cheese line, but like, a lot of his lines were really good. Oh no. It's been a while since I played Shivering Isles. Part of me wants to go and replay Oblivion. But part of me is just like, I really don't want to put in the effort to mod Oblivion. I wonder if these are meant to be cheese graters. Ooh, 40. Nice. I don't think I got one that big before. There's a person on a server in with a bunch of Skyrim mods. Back in the day, I had so many Skyrim mods that I had to like start manually consolidating them so that I wouldn't hit the 256 mod limit. Okay, so when I was a kid, you might notice that this stage here is red. When I was a kid, I could never figure out how to access the alternate exit for this stage. It's actually, like, kind of cursed. I don't remember if I can get a Yoshi in there. I'm gonna go get Yoshi. I'm pretty sure there's no real value to getting a Yoshi, because, like... the only thing that exit takes you to is the Star Road, but here we are. in general, honestly, my problem feels like a strong word, but like, the biggest thing stopping me from playing Elder Scrolls games is like, I've already played most of them so much that like, in order to make them feel like fresh and new and worth playing again, I would need to spend like a long time modding them. And at that point, I may as well just take that much effort and make a new game. Like, a new and original unique one. It's like at a certain level of proficiency, it's the same amount of effort. Like, yeah, there's a bunch of like really cool Skyrim mods, but like, most of the really good ones I've already played. And up we go. Though I guess part of me does kind of want to, oh no. Oh, that's just death. Alright. What was it saying? Part of me kind of does want to go in and, like, do some tweaking of stuff in Skyrim, because a thing that I can do now that I couldn't do the last time I played Skyrim is actually, like, use 3D modeling software. Like, that's a skill set that I've developed, like, from zero in the time since I last played. So, like, a thing that I can do now that I couldn't do before is, like, go in and change models myself without having to, like, have somebody else make the model for me. And in particular, there are two models in vanilla that I really want to tweak. I want to take the Spellbreaker, and I want to make it convex instead of concave, because it looking concave just looks so dumb to me. I can't stand it. And I want to make Mehrunes' Razor a bit longer, so that it's more of a short sword than a dagger, while still being mechanically a dagger. But, like, I don't want to download and, like, mod an entire playthrough just to turn the Spellbreaker inside out, you know? You gotta be something about foxes. Skyrim has foxes by default. That said, a thing that I would add would be like a fox person race. Which, last I checked, there was a fox person race for the original Skyrim, but not for the special edition. So I actually had to, like, take the assets from the original one and, like, there's a lot of dragon coins here. I had to, like, take the assets from the original one and, like, recreate an entirely new race mod in special edition, because, like, the custom race injector was completely different, so I couldn't just use the old one. Which is how I learned so much about, oh, that's just... it just ends so little, okay. Which is how I learned so much about, like, how custom races and, like, races in general work in Skyrim. Like, the whole you're technically a decapitated head piloting, like, a corpse when you're not wearing any clothing. I forget where I was going with that, honestly. But yeah, I had to, like, learn how to make a custom race just to, like, port a fox person race from the original Skyrim to special edition. It's surprisingly involved. But yeah, that's where the alternate exit. That's where the alternate exit is, and as far as I'm aware, there's no way to get it without killing a Yoshi. Flying over a... Oh, there is a stage here. Okay. Flying over a gate counts as passing through it. Going under a gate does not. As a child, that is the one and only exit I could never figure out how to reach. Oh, I can't come down on this from above. Good to know. This is surprisingly high fidelity skull and crossbones. This is also called Soda Lake, implying to me at least that the entire thing is carbonated. Then again, this is a 2D game, so maybe it's flat. Ow, 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 the bonking. I'm being unjustly prosecuted. Actually, I think it's persecuted. I think you're only being prosecuted if you've, like, legally been brought before, like, a judge and jury. They're, like, people who, like, actually get upset at you if you mix those words up. As a fox, I'm innocent of any and all wrongdoing, so I usually never am subjected to either of those things. So, like, I don't really have the difference internalized. There we go, Star Road. All of that just to get to a Star Road. The amount of effort required is kind of not really commensurate with the reward, but here we are. That is an abundance of moles. Oh, okay. I have no memory of this cloud existing. Oh, bye, Santa. No, that wasn't a Lakitu cloud, that was a very distinct cloud that just flung coins at me entirely of its own volition. Alright, Ludwig's Castle. The Koopa, not the streamer. I don't actually know anything about the streamer. I just know that there's, like, a famous streamer named Ludwig. Flashbacks to Celeste. It's like me when a game includes, like, movement and switches. Ah, this is just like Celeste. The core of the mountain has, like, carved itself into my mind. Is there a Koopa here? Oh, okay. I like how he does a backflip to assert dominance. And he's dead. That mountain was innocent. Mario's a monster. Ludwig von Koopa's days of composing Koopa's symphonics in Castle Number 4 are over. The forest of illusion lies ahead. Mario must use his brain to solve the puzzle of this perplexing forest. Ah, the forest of illusion. Also, hi, Pink. There's some fruits in the trees that are the same color as you. I hope you feel welcomed and invited. And, to a small degree, devoured. Yep, I did Special World first. And I was like, ah yes, time to do, like, donut planes and such. This is the sane order of things, surely. I do not wish to be rotund. I wish to be with Yoshi. Okay, I'm pretty sure I saw a keyhole. I just need to find a key. And a replacement Yoshi. I don't know if I ever noticed that eating something gives me a coin. Huh. You learn something new every day. I mean, let it not be said that I wouldn't put it all on the line for a friend. Like, don't worry, Yoshi. I'll follow you down. We go together. Oh, the key's probably in the block right next to it. Is there a blue Koopa? There were some earlier in the stage. Maybe I could, like, bring one over? Or I could just bring over a blue Yoshi. Cut the knot, so to speak. I feel like most challenges that this game offers can be bypassed with, like, moderately competent use of a blue Yoshi. We're just gonna try that again. Also, these fish definitely, the ones in the background, not the foreground ones, like the little translucent ones. The ones that I'm, like, putting Yoshi's head behind. Those definitely look a lot better with the CRT filter. Like, maybe that's just, like, subjective. But they look a lot better when they're kind of, like, blended together rather than, like, super sharp. Oh, there was just a blue shell right there. I would be running, but the run button and the spit shell out button are the same button. And we're gone. I enjoy how this ghost house kind of, like, plays with the concept of going out of bounds. But, like, by the game's set of rules. I wonder if there are more games that do that. Like, out of bounds, but, like, curated. I think the Talos principle does that. Incidentally, Talos Principle is an incredible game. I highly recommend it if you at all enjoy puzzling. It's also just gorgeous to look at. You do play it, I highly recommend going for like 100%. You want to play through and you weren't impressed? All I can say is that I played it and I was. But maybe we just have different tastes. Immediately flung myself into a ghost. The boosts in this area are kind of intimidating. It's like, oh, you want to jump? Try it. Try jumping, see what happens. There we go. I just immediately took the bait. As one does on the internet. And I lost everything. As one does, mostly on betting websites. I was trying to land on his head, it evidently didn't work. Also, is it just me, or did the Lakidus... And like, this guy too, I guess, because it's the same head. Is it just me, or do they have like, uwu kawaii anime eyes? Because they kind of look like that to me. You say that they're wearing glasses, and like, canonically, I have no doubt that you're correct. But like, in my heart, I want them to be like cute anime girls, so... And then I got spiked in the face. It's like I'm playing Smash Brothers. They didn't have to do anything at all for that one. Self-defeating. I appear to have found myself in a situation with fish involved. Did that accomplish anything? I feel like it didn't. Got 2 P-switches now. That's about it. Right, I'm gonna try pressing forward and see what happens. Like in an action sense, not in a on the controller sense. Maybe I should have pressed forward on the controller as well, I might have survived. This is fine. I did it. This is fine. Ooh, bonus. I have brought dishonor upon my family. I do think it's kind of cool how all of the exits in this little like subsection are kind of like interconnected like that. I kinda got quiet there for a second. I feel like I kinda slipped into a bit of like a meditative trance. Something about just moving really slowly. My brain just like ran out of things to think about and kind of like entered a state of like... an uncharacteristic level of like serenity. Rude. above it, so it's fine. Just survive. Sometimes the fish bites off your entire lower half, leaving you half the size you were. That's fine, these things just happen. Such ingratitude. Imagine being, like, trapped upside down in a bubble. Somebody lets you out. And you just immediately kill them. Like, that's loyalty to the Empire, sure, but like... kind of a jerk move. I'm surprised that that didn't, send Yoshi away. Incidentally, random thing. I've had a slight urge to play a real-time strategy game. Just kind of like a weird urge that's kind of like struck me recently. The problem is I can't actually think of any that aren't either really old or made by Blizzard. So it's kind of like, what do I do about this urge? This desire? So I could just art that mini RTS. Command & Conquer? I think that's actually one of the, No, sorry, I'm thinking of Supreme Commander. Supreme Commander is actually one that I've like had an eye on before. Though I do hear good things about Command & Conquer. Oh, this is a sign. I'm the most powerful cloud. At least until Final Fantasy... Oh! At least until Final Fantasy VII comes out. Then that cloud's probably a bit stronger than Mario. Actually, wait, no, because specifically I said that when I had a Power Star. Now just imagining like a JRPG protagonist, like level 99, ultimate weapon, like every spell maxed out. They're fresh off of killing God. Just kind of like run bodily into Super Mario and just like instantly die. I call shenanigans. I was above that man. He should have died, not me. I also like how he, uses the 1-up to try and, like, bait Mario into taking it before he can, like, start throwing spines. But, like, there was no reason that I can think of that he couldn't have just been throwing spines from the beginning. He pulled out the fishing rod purely to be a dick, and I can only respect it. I love all the little Easter egg ways there are to, like, kill Ganon in the games. Like in Twilight Princess, if you pull out the fishing rod, he completely stops what he's doing to stare at it, like... Has this person really pulled out a fishing rod? Is this happening? What's going on? What's the angle here? And then you can stab him. And you can just do that as many times as you want. Forest secret area. Well, it's not really much of a secret anymore. I'm broadcasting it to an audience of indeterminate size. I keep my own view count hidden, I don't want to know it. It's like there are people here... I don't want to, like, get... I don't want to get brainworms from, like, watching the number go up or down. $40 billion. The ad revenue is going to solve all of my problems. That's gonna be like at least $20 if I'm serving ads to like 40 billion people. The background scrolling so quickly kind of makes it feel like we're going really fast. Does that mean that there were 30 billion bots watching? I mean, perhaps. Or maybe everybody spontaneously developed mitosis. And good taste. It's a good filter? Yeah, no, I... Like, shoutouts to the person who made it. Like, hold on, let me actually, like, find their name. I believe it's by Marcelo F1000. It's a really good CRT filter. I remember actually having a CRT screen. It looked basically exactly like this, including the color bleeding off to the right. Like, the little bit of, like, curvature at the corners. It was exactly like this. I'm probably going to be using this filter with, like, the Super Nintendo and Nintendo games from now on. Yeah, because, like, games like this were designed with this... Oh, shoot. Were designed with, like, the colors bleeding into each other and, like, kind of, like, getting a bit blurry. They were designed with that in mind. It's like in a lot of cases, like, even if you have like ultra sharp pixel perfect displays, it's like, even though it is objectively what they designed, it's not what they wanted you to see. That power-up did not last long. Oh, hi, Arnie. Once more, we encounter Reznor. And Reznor's dead. Don't tell Doombun that I just killed like 4 dinosaurs. Or actually, do. Because it'd be funny. Favorite evil dinosaurs they voted to lower the minimum wage. I didn't lower them into the lava slowly enough, it seems. Oh, incidentally, Henri, have you ever seen the like alternate palettes slash sprites for Super Mario World? Whoops. It's okay, if Yoshi wasn't okay with dying, he wouldn't let me get on his back. Like, I feel like any Yoshi that, like, chooses to join me in my quest kind of, like, understands that there's, like, an implicit some of you may die, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make going on. Or all of you may die, as the case may be. I bet there's a secret exit down one of these pipes. I'll find it eventually. Well, that didn't take long. Unfortunately, that wasn't an exit. Any particular reason for Super Mario World? It's the game that I decided to play on Wednesdays. The way that I, like, do my games, or the way that I decide to play, I kind of, like, have 3 games going at any given time. One on both Monday, Friday, one on Wednesday, and one on Sunday. And in this particular instance, Super Mario World is my Wednesday game. I will probably be tweaking how I do things once my new model is finished, but for now that's kind of how it goes. Yeah, this game is very worth replaying. It's quite fun. And I don't have the size to get through this thing. That's unfortunate. I simply have to get there without being small Mario. I don't even need Yoshi. That said, it is 9 o'clock, so we're actually going to call it there for the night. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it each and every time. I'm pretty sure this was actually my first Mario game. It was either this or Super Mario World, or Super Mario 3, not World, the NES one. I'm pretty sure it was this one though. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it each and every time. Next scheduled stream is going to be on Friday. The game is going to be Ender Lilies. The next time that I'm playing Mario World in particular is going to be on Wednesday. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful night. I hope to see you again. Good night.